duct taped, killed, and then stuffed in a toolbox. Police have now made an arrest in a man's murder. Good evening. I'm John Bedell.
I'm Cheryl McHenry. James Brown is off. New at 6, the police chief is taking us inside the investigation that finally ended with a chase involving a U-Haul. News Center 7's Mike Campbell joins us live in the quiet Trotwood neighborhood where investigators found the victim's remains. Mike?
Well, Cheryl, I am in an isolated part of Midway Avenue here in Trotwood's Drexel neighborhood, and I can tell you that John Mullens' body was found 15 months ago about 300 feet behind me in back of an abandoned home. Now, that abandoned home has been torn down over the last 15 months, and now, after 15 months, Trotwood police believe they've put together who killed John Mullens' body, who killed John Mullens, and how it all unfolded.
Kudos to the detectives.
Trotwood's police chief told me Thursday that this whole investigation began with an animal complaint in 2022. It led detectives to an abandoned home and the remains of 61-year-old John Mullens discovered in an oversized toolbox.
They did everything they were supposed to do because this was a clear whodunit. They were able to attain some physical evidence that linked us to our suspect here.
We obtained court documents that show that police believe the attack on Mullens happened somewhere on this property on Lensdale Avenue, about a quarter mile from where Mullens' body was discovered. A detective wrote that Swisher lured Mullens here, then Swisher hit, kicked, and stomped Mullens. He then bound him with rope and duct tape before causing his death by beating. The investigation unfolded over a year and wrapped just as officers chased this stolen U-Haul Tuesday night. One of the 3 men detained after the chase was, in fact, Nicholas Swisher.
During the pursuit, the detectives were downtown getting that paperwork at that time.
Police served Swisher his arrest warrant for murder after officers took him into custody. We also told you last September that the murder victim, 61-year-old John Mullens, was a registered sexual offender, having served time for convictions on a couple sexual offenses. We asked the chief about that. Do you believe that Swisher had any connection to his victims?
Again, we're still working this case.
Back live now, the chief told me they don't just want an arrest for Mullens' body being left here and for him being killed. They want a conviction as well, and that is why he didn't want to share a lot of the details that they might have as evidence in this case as it moves into the court system. As far as Nicholas Swisher, he's being held in jail on a $1 million bond. Reporting live, Mike Campbell, News Center 7.